Welcome, Beans, to BNN. I'm your host, Charles Chickpea. BNN, Babcock, Noel, Nuclear. Today we have all sorts of stuff to talk about. Clowns, cauldrons, and car soccer. Believe it or not, that is a thing. Common occurrences currently going on in the world today. Let's get some quick little newslets in here. Let's see, I've got, sadly, today, Bush's Baked Beans Dog. The Bush's Baked Beans Dog, that's a mind-boggling one. Duke is his name. He passed away. Poor dog choked on a ham bone that was lodged in a can of beans. It was a new recipe they were trying out. I don't recommend that recipe or that flavor. Not the best they've come up with, but it's sad to see him go, and we will remember him. Now on to our first story here. Frederick Flageolet found at fault for the feasting of the flesh of a local clown. He claimed it tasted funny.
Thanks, Chickpea.
Speaking of clowns, Analima Bean has a funny story for us out in the field. Analima, where are you? Where are you at?
Thanks, Chickpea. For the past several days, a clown has been standing on the outskirts of Mung. This clown has not spoken or moved since he was first spotted. The citizens of Mung have started to call him Garbanzo the Clown. Shut up! Anyways, let's see what some people have to say about Garbanzo. Excuse me, sir. Oh, Peanut! Peanut! What do you have to say about Garbanzo? The Bean spoke with Peanut McGee to see what he had to say about Garbanzo's sudden appearance. So, Peanut, do you have anything to say about Garbanzo?
Andy Bean, I was out here taking my biannual bath out in the water with those chickens, and yeah, I saw Garbanzo out there, and he was just standing there. So I've been out here for a while. And I went up to him and I talked to him, but he didn't say anything. He just breathed like, that's weird. But and he doesn't eat, and I offered him some food. Like I have some food out here. He didn't take any. He doesn't sleep. He doesn't eat. I don't know. He just stands there, and yeah.
Hoping to find out more about why Garbanzo was standing there, we cautiously approached him. Who are you? Why are you standing there? Why are you wearing a clown mask?
you come in my territory. I'm Peanut McGee. Think you can live this lifestyle, huh? Think you're good enough? You're a coward. Think you can live off the land? Tell you what. Once the floods come, you're not gonna make it. So you might as well leave now. You hear me?
We still know very little about why Garbanzo is posted outside of Mung. We will update you with any further developments. Until next time, I'm Anna Lima Bean, BNN.
Also, Ronald Lima has some stuff to report about Florida Man and his recent shenanigans and whereabouts. Ronald Lima?
The first time I drove a car, I stole it. I was 13 years old. I was living at the Our Lady of Perpetual Mother of God Orphanage. I was going to steal a car and drive until I was out of the parking lot, out of the prairie, out all the way till I didn't care where, as long as there was money, Popeye's chicken, and sour Skittles. I jimmied the lock on the door of my dorm room, pried loose the wire from the windows, hopped the fence, broke into the head monk's car, and hot-wired the ignition. It was a 1964.5 Mustang convertible, V8, cherry red. The greatest thing America did since World War II.
Florida Man.
I peeled back the top on that cherry and I roared down the interstate, and I never looked back. Until I was about 5 miles out, looked down at the fuel gauge, and it was empty. And then I saw the lights and I heard the sirens and I knew it was over.
Florida Man. We're talking about Florida Man.
Who was that?
Florida Man. The man. Florida Man. The man from Florida.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, they dragged me back for 3 more years in that stinky old priest hole, and from that day forward, I vowed that I would never be without fuel again.
Florida Man was seen at a Quick Mart just past Thursday.
I'm an oil tycoon.
He actually was testing out to see if he could make out with a snowball, Hostess snowball. He was covered in cream, and not sexually, because his sexual desires were definitely cut short, because that was not a woman, nor a man, or anything human. It was a snowball. Florida Man, any other reports about Florida Man?
No.
Florida Man doesn't seem to be too busy this week. Thank you. Thank you, Anna Lima. Like I was saying, Florida Man, thank you. Is that okay? Speaking of clowns, sports. Car soccer. Go to car soccer.
Thank you, Charles, and welcome everybody to our match. I'm your host, Rice and Beans, ready to jump into the battle of the two greats, the orange team and the blue team. Let's get into it, folks. Off to the races, both teams. 5 minutes on the clock. On the kickoff, TJ and Razor win that one out, but it is Average X to take it up the midfield. So Razor keeps this one out for us. Nice touch towards the other net. We'll be jumpy east to keep this out of harm's way. Only momentarily. Spores is knocking on the net until they get teleported out of the way. Razor goes up for this one, trying to drop this one down. Might be just taking it themselves, but it goes out wide. Rhinoceros Roar moves this one away. Force does get the freeze. Do they have the shot? They do. This one's off the crossbar, almost finds it in. Just goes wide as forces to rotate all the way back. Razor puts this one off the back wall. Average X should be there for the clear, but they get teleported out of the way. 4 minutes left in this one. Rhinosaurus Ward. This one down. They beaten the hit. This one's not as strong as they might have hoped. This one's going to bounce out in front of the midfield. Blue team feeling a lot of pressure right now as TJ has this one taken away from him. He going for the shot though. Razor gets punted. TJ will be able to get the clear out towards midfield. Rhinosaurus can't get back for the save, and it will be Razor for the goal.
Ball. Usually in games like this, you want to hit the ball rather than just miss the ball. You want to get more points than the other team does to win the game. That's usually what I tell people. I am a professional, and I know what I'm doing. Here goes TJ. This one's bouncing towards the net. It's going off the backboard. Nice play there. Scores. Gets us off. Going for the double tap. Almost connects, and Razor will have this one go out wide. And in my professional opinion, this one is going the distance, and there are 30 seconds left on the clock, according to experts. TJ has this one going off the back wall, Scores. Tough spot to play defense. This one's just going to stop in front. TJ there for the clear. Will be just out of harm's way. So Averjack steals this one back, and Razor's going to have to rush back and make the play. Razor at the midfield, 7 seconds left. This one bouncing out in front. Not about too much. It's just going to die right in front. 1 second on the clock, 0 seconds. This one will possibly go to overtime. Ball does not hit the ground, and if you are not familiar with this game, until the ball hits the ground, the timer will keep going. So it should hit the ground pretty soon, unless these players can pull off something miraculous. There we have it, headed to overtime, 1-1 between the blue and orange team. Let's jump east. So we're going forward. Averjack there for the play. Razor. This will take away by Averjack. Nice demo there in the backfield. Razor goes to go for the end. Force gets control of this ball. This might be the play that they need to get Orange the victory. Averjack, though, going off the ceiling, has the shot. He'll be out for Jumpy East, and Jumpy East ends it. And the blue team steal a game from Orange. Averjack with the pass off the corner. Taking this off the ceiling. Really tough mechanical skills to do here. This one getting punched out of the way. Pretty awkward. Everyone except Jumpy East, who catches Razor on the back foot. And that will do it. Thank you everyone for watching, and thank you to the players out on the pitch. I'm your host, Rice and Beans, signing off.
Thank you. Baked. What was his name? Rice and Beans. Rice and Beans. Thank you, Rice and Beans. Oh, I forgot to mention that this is a Halloween-themed episode that is not related to the lighting issues right now. In fact, that is actually our power. Remember how I said we're having problems at the nuclear plant a couple weeks ago? Well, in other news, Jolly Green Giant. The Jolly Green Giant is not dead. In fact, he will never die because he's an eternal. Much like The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, the Green Giant is... Hey. Hello? One of our producers has also died. Let's give a shout out to Jimmy Fallon. He wasn't the funniest of hosts, but we'll miss him surely. In pop culture, a masked rapper has taken the hip-hop scene by storm. He goes only by his alias, The Mummy. Guys. Also, Hollywood has come out in favor of werewolf rights. There is even a petition being signed by thousands of residents to change the name of the district to Hollywood. That's all we have left today. Oh wait, weather. We didn't do weather? Where's Taylor at? Do we have weather or no?
Weather, it's weather. Good weather. It's gonna rain. Weather. Weather. Welcome to weather. It's hot. Weather.
That's something, Taylor. Did he come into work today? New movie, Maleficent 2.5. It's a movie starring Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt's wife, right? I wish you would stop doing that. Hey! came out. I really don't remember when it came out, but you can go see it in theaters for sure. It's that Cinderella lady. Get out here! Get out! It's a Cinderella lady, and she is a witch, and she's get out! Get out of here! There's flies in here. You can count on, these flies are nuts. You can definitely see this theater in a adult theater. They said her performance was unforgettable. Thank you, Scarlett Johansson. That's also all the time we have for today at The Bean. I'm Charles Chickpea. I have been your host and will always be your host, contrary to popular belief. Do not be scared. Do not go into the light. Thank you and good night.